I'm Steve Ballard, and I represent a number of Phoenix police officers and supervisors regarding the matters discussed in the reports by Ballard Spahr released today by the City of Phoenix. Before I dive into the substance of these reports, I'm going to explain some bedrock principles that I use as the foundation of my legal practice. I believe in due process. I believe employees should be treated fairly. And I believe that information released should be accurate and complete and not compromise ongoing investigations. All of these principles were violated by the City of Phoenix. In discussing these reports, I'm going to provide as much information as I can using the information that Phoenix decided to release. First, due process. The Ballard Spahr reports were supposed to be a way for Phoenix to have an outside review of 2 incidents. It was never supposed to take the place of an internal review. The reports are incomplete. They are missing key evidence. Specifically, notice that there are no citations to any specific interview statements in the Ballard Spahr reports. I can tell you unequivocally that Ballard Spahr's reports do not cover all of the information relayed in the interviews. I know this because I was in many of the interviews. I know what witnesses told Ballard Spahr, and I'll be able to demonstrate that some of the conclusions reached in the reports are factually false. The reports also miss key information. For example, the report about the gang charges does not actually dive into what the state law is. Remember, officers have a duty to enforce the law. Officers don't write the law. They also don't enforce the law in a vacuum. In this case, officers communicated with prosecutors about the charges under consideration. They did not act alone. These are facts, not my opinions. In a normal investigation, these facts would come out in recorded interviews. Officers would make statements on the record, and internal investigation reports would be written on the record. That didn't happen here. The city instead decided to release reports without providing any factual basis, and in doing so, compromised the ability for a full and fair review to occur. And this was done for political reasons. Over the past few days, both myself and the organizations that I represent asked for a fair process. We asked for a real investigation. We requested that preliminary reports without evidence not be released. But politics won the day. Now, thank God, state law provides due process protections. We don't live in a country where politicians can direct outcomes. Instead, facts direct outcomes. There are lots of facts that will come out. People will look at the actual statute at play and decide if the actions of the officers meet the statute. By the way, for information on the gang statute in Arizona, check out this video. And ask yourself if a group of people rioting with tattoos, wearing the same color, and acting in concert to commit crimes meets the gang statute. This has nothing to do with First Amendment activities. Color and tattoos and other factors for gang charges don't come into play unless and until other crimes are committed. And on the night in question, barriers were toppled, smoke bombs were thrown in the streets towards officers, and the individuals were given multiple warnings to stop obstructing the street. The First Amendment doesn't give permission for individuals to break the law. Remember, police don't write the laws. They enforce them. Finally, know this. The officers and supervisors involved in this investigation work every day to uphold the law. They're part of a group that's committed to due process. They don't bow to politicians making self-serving decisions on partial information. And as long as I have the privilege of representing officers, I'll do everything that I can to protect those officers and supervisors from mob mentality decision making. And I look forward to sharing more information as these cases develop. I'm Steve Ballard. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.